You pass your boards, you have your APRN license, and you have your DEA registration. You are officially a board-certified psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. And now comes the part that nobody fully prepares you for, the job search. Because here is what most new PMHNP graduates quickly discover. Finding a job is not the hard part. There is no shortage of PMHNP positions right now. The hard part is finding the right job. The one that sets you up for clinical success, protects you professionally, pays you what you're worth, and doesn't burn you out in the first year. In this video, I'm walking you through everything you need to know about landing your first PMHNP position. Where to find opportunities, what to look for in a role, how to evaluate a job offer beyond the salary number, what contract terms to watch closely for, and the red flags that should give you a serious pause. Let's get into it. The market right now. Before we get into strategy, let's talk about the market, because understanding the landscape helps you negotiate from a position of strength. The demand for PMHNPs is at an all-time high, and it is not slowing down. The psychiatric mental health crisis in this country has created an enormous and growing gap between the need for psychiatric care and the providers available to deliver it. That gap is being filled largely by PMHNPs. What that means for you as a new graduate is that you have leverage. Employers need you. The days of new PMHNP graduates having to take whatever offer comes their way because the market was tight, those days are largely behind us. That said, leverage only works if you know how to use it. And using it well starts with knowing what you're looking for before you start applying. Where to find PMHNP jobs. Let's start with where to look. There are more places to find PMHNP positions than most new graduates realize. Specialty NP job boards are your starting point. Practice Match, NP Jobs, and Health Jobs nationwide are a few options that provide NP-specific listings and are worth checking regularly. LinkedIn is one of the most powerful tools for PMHNP job searching, and it is chronically underused by new graduates. Set up job alerts for PMHNP, psychiatric nurse practitioner, and psych NPs and your target location. Connect with recruiters who specialize in advanced practice nursing. And don't underestimate the power of your LinkedIn profile. Recruiters actively search for PMHNPs on that platform. Indeed and ZipRecruiter cast a wide net. Use them with specific search filters. PMHNP, psychiatric NP, mental health nurse practitioners to cut through the noise. Your state NP association job board is a resource many people overlook. These listings tend to be regionally specific and are often posted by employers who specifically want local connected providers. Telehealth platforms are one of the largest and most active employers of PMHNPs right now. Brightside, Cerebral, Alma, and Headway all hire PMHNPs on an ongoing basis. Many of these roles are fully remote, offer competitive compensation, and provide strong onboarding for new graduates. Locum tenens agencies are worth considering for new graduates who want clinical variety and flexibility while they figure out what setting they ultimately want to practice in. Companies like CompHealth, AMN Healthcare, and Weatherby Healthcare specialize in PMHNP locum placement. And finally, do not underestimate your network. Your clinical rotation sites are one of the best job sources available to you. Many programs hire their own students. The providers you train with know your work ethic, your clinical approach, and your character. A warm introduction from a preceptor is worth more than a code application. Types of roles to consider. As you start your search, it helps to have a clear picture of what types of roles exist and what each one offers. Outpatient private practice is the most common setting for PMHNPs. You'll see patients for medication management, evaluations, and follow-ups in a clinic or office setting. Schedules are typically predictable, the pace is manageable, and the work is deeply relational. This is where most new graduates land. Telehealth has exploded since 2020, and it remains one of the most accessible entry points for new PMHNPs. Fully remote, flexible scheduling, high patient volume, and the ability to practice across state lines in many cases. The trade-off is that you lose the in-person clinical dynamic, and some find the remote format isolating long-term. Inpatient psychiatric units. This offers a faster pace and higher acuity. You'll work with patients in active psychiatric crises. Stabilization, medication initiation, safety planning, and discharge coordination. Compensations tends to be higher in inpatient settings, and the clinical learning curve is steep in a good way. Community mental health centers. These serve underserved populations on a sliding scale fee model. The work is mission-driven and clinically rich. Compensation is typically lower than private practice, but many community mental health positions offer loan repayment assistance that can significantly offset that gap. Correctional psychiatry is a setting many PMHNPs never consider, and it's genuinely underserved. Correctional facilities actively recruit psychiatric providers, and compensation is often competitive. The population is complex, and the work requires strong clinical judgment and professional boundaries. Evaluating a job offer. Here is where most new graduates make their biggest mistake. They see a salary number they like, and they stop evaluating. The salary is just one data point. Here is what to look for in full. Compensation structure. Is this a base salary, an hourly rate, or a productivity model where you're paid per patient seen? Productivity models can be lucrative if your panel is full, but they can leave you financially exposed if the employer doesn't deliver the patient volume they promise. Understand exactly how you will be paid before you accept anything. Patient volume expectations. Ask directly, how many patients per day are you expected to see? What is the mix of new evaluations versus follow-up appointments? A new evaluation typically runs 60 to 90 minutes. A follow-up runs 20 to 30 minutes. If an employer expects you to see 25 patients per day as a new graduate, that is not a sustainable setup, and it's a significant red flag. Supervision and onboarding. Even in states where physician oversight is not legally required, ask what the onboarding process looks like for new graduates. Is there a structured orientation period? Who do you go to with clinical questions? Is there peer support or mentorship available? Your first year of practice is the steepest learning curve you will experience. Having support during that period is not a weakness. It's smart clinical practice. Benefits beyond base pay. Malpractice insurance coverage, CME and continuing education allowance, health insurance, retirement contributions, paid time off, sign-on bonuses, and loan repayment assistance are all part of the total compensation picture. A job that pays $5,000 less per year but covers your malpractice insurance, provides $2,500 in CME funds, and includes a matching retirement contribution may actually be worth more than the higher paying offer with no benefits. Schedule and flexibility. What are the expected working hours? Are there weekend or on-call coverage requirements? Is there flexibility to work from home for documentation? These details matter enormously for long-term sustainability. Salary ranges to know. Let's talk numbers. Here are current average salary ranges for PMHNPs by setting, so you have a benchmark going into any negotiation. Outpatient private practice. Starting salaries typically range from $95,000 to $115,000, with experienced PMHNPs earning $115,000 to $145,000 or more. Telehealth. Starting salaries range from $85,000 to $110,000. Some telehealth platforms pay per session, which can push total compensation significantly higher for high-volume providers. Inpatient and hospital settings, starting salaries range from $105,000 to $125,000. Experienced inpatient PMHNPs commonly earn $120,000 to $155,000. Community mental health, starting salaries range from $75,000 to $95,000. Lower base compensations, but often paired with loan repayment programs that can offset the difference significantly. Correctional settings, starting salaries can range from $90,000 to $115,000, often with strong benefit packages. Private practice ownership. The earning potential is the highest of any setting. It is also the most variable and requires business infrastructure investment upfront. But if entrepreneurship is on your horizon, the ceiling is yours to set. Geographic locations affect these numbers significantly. High cost of living markets like New York, California, and Massachusetts command higher salaries. Rural and underserved areas sometimes offer incentives and loan repayment to attract providers. Contract red flags. Before you sign anything, read the contract, every word of it, and know what to look for. Non-compete clauses are one of the most important contract terms to evaluate carefully. A non-compete restricts where you can practice for a defined period of time after leaving the employer. A reasonable non-compete might be a 10-mile radius for 1 year. An aggressive non-compete might be a 30-mile radius for 2 years, which in a densely populated area could effectively lock you into an enormous portion of your local market if the role doesn't work out. Understand what you are agreeing to before you sign. Termination clauses matter too. What is the notice period required for both parties? Can you be terminated without cause? And if so, what is the notice period? What happens to any sign-on bonus if you leave before a specified period? Malpractice coverage terms. If your employer provides malpractice insurance, is it occurrence-based or claims made? If it's claims made, what happens to tail coverage when you leave? Tail coverage can cost tens of thousands of dollars out of pocket if you are responsible for it upon departure. This is a contract term that can have enormous financial consequences, and it is frequently overlooked by new graduates. Productivity expectations in writing. If there are patient volumes expectations, revenue targets, or productivity benchmarks, they should be clearly documented in the contract. Verbal promises about workload that don't make it into the written agreement are not enforceable. Restrictive scheduling and on-call requirements. Some contracts bury significant on-call or weekend coverage expectations in the fine print. Know what your schedule commitment actually looks like before you sign. When in doubt about any contract term, consult a healthcare attorney. The cost of a 1-hour legal consultation is a fraction of the cost of signing a contract with terms that harm you professionally or financially. Negotiation. Here is what most new graduates don't realize. Almost everything in a job offer is negotiable. Salary is the obvious one, but CME allowance, sign-on bonus, start date, schedule structure, non-compete terms, and even the scope of the role are often negotiable with the right approach. The key to effective negotiation is preparation. Know the market rate for your role, your setting, and your geographic area before you enter any negotiation conversation. Know what you need and what you're willing to be flexible on, and come to the conversation with data, not just a feeling that you deserve more. When countering a salary offer, be specific and professional. Something like, based on market data for PMHNP roles in this area and my clinical training, I was expecting compensation closer to X. Is there flexibility there? Is a confident professional approach that most employers will engage with seriously. Don't be afraid to ask. The worst they can say is no. And a single successful negotiation conversation can be worth tens of thousands of dollars over the life of a contract. Landing your first PMHNP job is not just about finding an open position. It's about finding the right position, one that supports your clinical growth, compensates you fairly, and sets the foundation for a career you are proud of. Take your time, do your research, read every contract carefully, and know you have more leverage than you think. If you want a salary table by setting, a benefits negotiation checklist, and a full list of contract red flags all in one place, this is all inside the PMHNP Blueprint Complete Edition linked in the description below. And if you're just getting started on your journey, grab the free Quick Start Blueprint, also in the description. This is the last video in our career series, and I want to say thank you for watching all the way through. If you have any questions, you can reach us at hello@thepsychprescriber.com. We would love to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of our psychiatric series. I'll see you in the next one.